Hey, hello.
Welcome to Blase Blah.
Blase blah.
Sunday afternoon, we've had our dinner.
Yeah, we just had some nice. What did we have, Steve?
We had saltfish, potatoes, vegetables, dumplings. Good traditional Caribbean fare.
Keeping it Caribbean.
And washing it down with a nice can of Guinness.
Can of Guinness. Keeping it classy.
So, what we talk about the Waffle House shooting. Travis Rankin. What did you said? He's Travis Rankin. You said is a great reggae name.
Yeah. Well, let me just reveal. This week there's been a shooting in
Tennessee.
In Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee. In a Waffle House, which is a food
outlet. I think
food outlet in America.
Have you ever had waffles?
I have.
Like them?
I do like. Well, I did like them. I haven't had them for a long time, but I do.
Any preference on what you eat on the toppings?
Oh gosh, syrup, maple syrup, unbelievable, really nice.
It's never really taken off in England, is it? Waffle houses.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that don't take off. Pancakes don't take off here, and we only just have a pancake day.
And they have bacon in America, don't they?
They put bacon and they put syrup on the bacon with the pancake.
As usual, we're sticking right to the focusing on the subject.
All right, let's get back to the subject here.
So,
which is a very serious subject because what happened in Nashville, Tennessee, Waffle House, a young man came out of his car hours of the morning.
Name of Travis Rankin.
Travis Rankin. Now I'll get back to Travis Rankin and his name.
Right.
But Travis Rankin came out shooting, bam, 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 people in the car park of Waffle House in Nashville, and he ended up shooting and killing
4 black people.
4 people.
4 black men. I don't know if it's
4 people. I think there's 1 woman and 3 black guys.
Yeah. Okay.
And basically, he had no trousers on. He was like half naked.
Well, apparently he was only wearing a jacket. I don't know what sort of jacket it was, whether it was a leather jacket or a suede jacket or a cloth jacket. But that was the only piece of clothing he had on him while administering these shots to 4 innocent people. What do you think his motive was, Huge?
What do I think his motive was? He's a crazy ass.
Crazy mother.
Crazy mother. So basically, he look. It gets more juicy because a young man, James Shaun Jr.
He was man.
He was with his friend at the Waffle House, heard the shooting, turned around, saw the commotion. Basically, he tackled the guy with the gun.
That's correct. He did, didn't he?
Tackled the guy with the gun, took him down to the floor, and basically, never took him down to the floor. Got the gun off of him and threw the gun over the register, over the counter, and ran, while the suspect ran off as well, didn't he?
That's correct. The guy ran off.
I
don't know if the guy who tackled him had eating in there, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he was eating, or he's just ready to order, and all the shooting went off. But the guy killed people out in the car park. He was just a mentally
The basic question. The guy was very brave to do that. I mean, I think he thought it was a sort of like I saw them sort of situation, wasn't it? Really,
it was a hero situation.
Put in that situation myself, what would I do?
What would you do, Steve?
I'd like to think that I would try and tackle the guy. I suppose it makes sense because if you think he's going to reload and then just start aimlessly, randomly shooting at anybody in the restaurant, I suppose you've got to give it a go, really, haven't you?
That's why this guy is such a hero in what he achieved and pulled off, because he put his life on the line, which he says that he was only thinking about himself, which you do. But at the same time, he's a hero because he ended up saving loads of people's lives in the process.
But also, this goes back to the old question again, isn't it? The sort of heady mix of guns, mental health, drugs. It just doesn't work, does it?
Well, they ended up finding this young man, mental case, crazy ass dude. They found him in bushes, just not across the street.
Day later, was it? In
woods, and he's alive.
And the question is, what was he doing in the woods for 30 hours?
He mentally wasn't
in
great.
the interim.
But he wasn't. He's alive. They didn't shoot him. They didn't kill him. They brought him in. Like many of these murderers who go around shooting, mass shooters, they find him alive.
But I always think
Find it amazing.
I always think like when they come down to earth after they've committed these crimes.
Sorry, I said find them alive. They capture them.
But I always think
and they don't need to kill them. But African Americans,
I always think like once they come back down, when you commit a crime like that, and you come back down to earth. Okay, like the guy who got the van and drove into the Muslims in Finsbury Park at the mosque.
Yes.
It's like, when you're sitting there quietly in your cell, contemplating what you've done, do you have any regret, remorse, or do you just keep on justifying it to yourself that it was worth it?
You know what I'd love? I'd love to watch a show where they get all these crazy crimes and they go do an interview with those people, like each one of them. So you like a half an hour interview saying, how do you feel? Why did you, did you feel it was the right thing? So we can get a good understanding of what's in the mindsets of these people.
What is in the mind?
And that would be really interesting, wouldn't it? Can you imagine? Like you just, what was that one? The guy shot up the church, the black church.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I forgot the name of the church, but he went in and killed all those black people in the church. Well, I know what's in his mind. I mean, he's mentally. They're just a lot of these are just.
I mean, what do you guys think?
Redneck racists.
What do you think? What do you think's in the mind of people that commit these crazy shootings?
Steve, I don't know. It's America's got a drug problem as well. Yeah, but also I.
But I mean, let's keeping it to the guns. Really, this is the story, isn't it?
Well, that's
and the drugs mixed in.
It's the drug. I mean, most of them are on medication.
That's very true.
I mean, 99% of them are on medication. The ones that go and do these, so they have got drug problems, antidepressant problems. People that are mentally ill, they're on drugs.
Yeah.
And I think also there's this, and it's escalating. More and more people are getting killed.
Is this another call for change the law once again? And we've said it before on Blase Blah, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, America's just they've got to mature. They have to mature and start really thinking about changing the laws.
You have to really think about your Second Amendment and is it working today?
I've got a semi-solution. I think one of the things they should do is they should tie. I mean, first of all, they should hire the gun rate of people being able to hold on to guns, which will probably change things massively. So. Anyone, I'd say even 25.
Well, I think you should have to prove reasonable, justify why you need a gun. If it's maybe it's part of your profession, your trade. Okay, that's fair enough. You get a license for it. But if you've got no real reason to be holding on to a gun, then I can't see the sense in it anymore because it just obviously isn't working, is it?
It's not working. It's only going to get worse, and. I just think like the guns, which they put in the media already, but gun companies, when they check for the persons, they should be linked to the hospitals and whether they've got on medication. So anyone who's on medication is not allowed to have a gun.
Yeah, that's very
true. Or they've got to get their gun taken off them. So if you're on any form of if you go to a doctor for mental help, and then you find out you've got a license, that automatically gets taken off of you.
Okay, that's good point.
I think that would decrease the amount of murders that are happening in America. Because I mean, this can't continue. I mean, it's just getting out of hand. But then not only that, just to throw in another story very quickly, the guy driving in Canada just started killing people on the street.
He tried to drive into people, didn't he? Some people, but that's a sort of slightly different story, isn't it? It's not really cut. So, I mean, I'd like to sort of we also sort of say condolences to all the relatives of the victims in this latest shooting. And,
condolences to the families that have lost their loved ones in such a crazy act of madness from a crazy individual. But
once again, wrap it up, America. You need to sort your life out.
Can't continue with this. Just can't continue with this. I really hope that you figure out your gun laws and what you're doing. It's just minor. It's just so tired.
It's the first time I've seen him speechless. Anyway, thanks for tuning into this edition of Blase Blah. I look forward to seeing you very soon.